Alright everybody, welcome back to Assetto Corsa. Today we're going to be doing the Red Bull Porsche Cup. They did this actually yesterday. Yesterday it was the Porsche day basically, or debut of the Red Bull RIng. This is the, I think round 5 or round 6, I'm not quite sure, because today they're actually going to be doing the Monza track. So it is a little bit different, but I'm going to be doing the Red Bull RIng. Of course, it is going to be quite different. I managed to basically work around a little bit with the desk, so the desk has been fixed, and everything, everything works perfectly fine. So yeah, that's basically it. Also, the transparent overlay works as intended. It's going to be practice and qualifying, so 50-minute practice, 30-minute qualifying. I didn't put on the live weather because it's basically raining right now and at the Red Bull RIng. In this case, light rain, but it's not like too bad. But I didn't want to go and drive in rain. I just want to have like a bit of grip, you know. So. Now the Red Bull RIng, I'm not really good at it. It's a bit of a technical track, of course, especially with the corner there. It's a bit difficult. But I decided, you know what, I don't want to do the Lama track at all. I just want to get to do a track which I am kind of decent in, even though my racing lines are absolutely horrible, like in every single race, especially with the Porsche Cup. It's not that simple to drive here or there. And this practice, I can basically move my way like a bit into it to see how far I can actually get. I mean, I'm currently P28. I got the exact same amount of cars on the starting grid as in real life. Oh, that was horrible. So got around 28 cars in total. Right now I am of course absolute last place. Let's try to compensate all that. Now I also managed to, or basically made a setup for Monza. Also the Porsche Cup, of course. So, in other words, I will also be doing the Monza Porsche Cup. I did quite well, to be honest, if I have to say so. Timing was a little bit off, maybe now and then. But I managed to better myself. And I'm trying to do the same. Again, trying to get the racing lines correct and all that is not a simple task. Maybe I did it a little bit too early there. I mean, this is only practice. There's going to be 50 minutes. After that, 30 minutes of qualifying. Let's see what the timing says. Okay, P15 is not too horrible. That's why I like to do kind of a practice run, because you can like get into it. So that's always good. Gonna change my livery as well. I'm right now in number 5. It's a pink livery. Of course, I couldn't actually find anything from this season, so I have to run with the 2022 season. cars, so that's unfortunate. The cars are accurate though, so that is nice. This gives a bit of a racy feeling to it. Don't want to go like over the curbs too much. And my position is also kind of different because I turned the desk table thing basically to the other side. Let's see. Oh, P2, there we go, that's good. I have a couple of centimeters extra to my advantage basically, so I'm sitting a bit more back, my arms are a bit more straight, stretched basically. So my driving position has improved. Okay, that could be better. So right now I'm P2, I mean the AI is on 100%. When it comes to diversity a little bit, it's a little bit different. Like not every single car has the same driving line, because I basically turned it down to around 97%. Most of the drivers are 100% aggression. But I had to basically adjust that a bit to between 98 and 100% because it is a Porsche Cup and it can be quite difficult, of course, in real life. So I'm like, okay, you know what? Screw it. I'm gonna go and put the difficulty of the AI on 100% to make it a bit more lively. I'm still P1 in timing, so that's good. If I can keep that up, that would be really great. When it comes to the track itself, the Red Bull Ring has a bit of a skin to it. That is the 2023 GP skin, because I couldn't actually find a proper skin for the Porsche Cup, so I have to do it with the 2023 GP. So let's say if I finish during the whole race, then well, orange smoke will appear from the left side of the stand basically, just like in the Grand Prix at Red Bull Ring. Then again, it is welcoming because I am Dutch, of course, so power to the Dutch. I got the whole team, by the way, over here as well. So right in front of me, I think, are drivers 6 and 5. No wait, I'm number 5. Shit, maybe 6 or 7. I don't know. See if we can still make it to P1. Over the line. Yes, still P1. A little bit worse in time. I mean, the driving lines do improve, so that's good. Really on his ass here. But it is only practice. And I've already made it to P1. There we go. Now we're gonna go towards the qualifying round. Right now, qualifying is 30 minutes in total. Race will be 35 laps. So I'm gonna go over here, and estimated laps is 30, so around 65 liters should actually do well. Pit stop strategy. I'm not gonna go for a pit stop. Maybe just about. Maybe make it even, like 20 liters in total. Alright. Let's see if the resolution is good. Don't see anything wrong with it. Maybe a little bit. There we go. That's why I don't like 1080p. Shit.
It takes it is clear. Push now. Okay, Tom, we've got 28 minutes to get a decent lap in.
Alright, now it's up to me. Now my wheel's also sturdier now to the desk. Can't actually wiggle it around too much anymore. Not the greatest exit. So I'm again around P28. So basically last place.
The leader has just done a 151.58.
Let's see what I get. There we go, P8. Of course, it can still change.
Sector 1 is quick.
Now, traction control ABS are, as
Fastest
always,
lap for
on
Sega,
factory mode.
135.91.
So there is a little bit of traction control and ABS located in the cars, but it's not too much.
The leader has just done 135.64. That's a new fastest lap for Bias, 134.86.
Okay, now P8, let's see what I get now.
Fastest lap for Mason,
That is
134.33.
P2.
P2.
Now, when I play with Formula cars on the Red Bull Ring, the first corner always doesn't matter what track it is, to be honest. I mean, the Formula cars just crash into each other, bump each other off the road, do a backflip. So I hope that the Porsches will definitely be like different once the whole race starts. Because I don't want to like constantly restart the whole thing. It's because the AI doesn't do its job properly. Right now, P2. The guy goes in. Decent exit. Let's see what I get. Probably P1. Let's see.
That's your quickest
No,
lap in this
no,
session.
still
That
P2.
puts you 0.12 off the pace. That last lap was at 134.46.
But I got a good lap though.
Sector 1 time is good.
Let's see what I get.
Alright Tom, there's a car exiting the pit, heads up.
There we go, P1.
You're in pole. Sector 3 time's okay.
time there.
Hold your line. Still there. Clear left. On your right. Hold your line. Hold your line. Hold your line. Still there. Still there. Clear right.
That's 20 minutes to go.
Let's see.
That was 136.25.
Still decent enough.
Sector 1 is 0.5 off the pace.
Not too much.
Right side. Clear right. Hold your line. Clear left. On your right. Clear right.
Let's see. 135.
Sector 3 is 0.36 off the pace.
Missed the braking point.
Sector 2 is 0.6 off the pace. Okay, Tom, there's a car exiting the pit, heads up.
Still 135, not
Sector
going
3
well.
time is fast.
try to overtake that guy.
Sector 1 is 0.5 off the pace.
On your left. Hold your line. Clear left.
Way too
left.
wide.
Clear left.
Okay, Tom, 15 minutes left. That's 15 minutes.
It could be possible we made the qualifying a little bit too long. I mean, 30 minutes of qualifying, that's a long time.
That was a 135.50. Pole position. You're 2/10 off the pace in sector 1. Sector 2 time is quick.
.34, at least 1
Sector 3
second
time is quick.
faster, so that's good. I'm gonna try to switch, shift to second gear instead of first gear. Don't know if that will help.
Sector 1 is 0.7 off the pace. That's a new fastest lap for Bias, 134.12.
Oh, B2 now.
Sector 2 is 0.5 off the pace. Yellow flag.
Oh, somebody crashed.
P2.
Right side. Clear right.
Let's start pushing a little bit.
Sector 1 is 0.7 off the pace. Sector 2 is 0.40 off the pace. Yellow flag, caution. Car exit in the pits. Alright Tom, 10 minutes to go. That's 10 minutes left. Sector 3 times quick.
A bit more careful in the corner there. Must not go too fast.
Sector 2 time is okay. Yellow flag.
Sector 2 is easier and Sector 1 is like garbage. There we go, P1.
That's pole. Sector 3 times okay.
Took me a bit. Somehow one of the AI cars managed to find a faster time than me.
You're a tenth off the pace in Sector 1. Yellow flag, watch out, you're 2/10 off the pace in Sector 2.
Oei.
Your lap time was at 1:34.06.
That's better. And I was actually also kind of surprised because of Suzuka and all that. Because it's all the way in Japan, so I was like, okay, kind of forgot about the whole GP there. Who won the GP? Well, Max Verstappen won the GP with Lando Norris and Oscar Piastri in 2nd and 3rd place.
Sector 1 time's okay.
I gotta say, I am really happy that McLaren is doing so well all of a sudden. We had all sorts of issues, mechanical and others. And now they're finally catching up.
Sector 2 is 0.32 off the pace.
So to see them all three on the grandstand is actually quite mesmerizing and very fun to see.
Car right. Clear right.
Alright, let's see what happens if I cross the line.
You've just done a
133.
133.66.
Yeah. There we go, a second faster. I've got 5 minutes remaining.
Okay, Tom, 5 minutes to go, 5 minutes left.
But it almost looked like that Max Verstappen took the whole Singapore Grand Prix a bit too personal, because he immediately got into P1 to qualifying, and both in the practice rounds the fastest laps. And also put it. Oh, okay, that was a bit too shabby. Cut detected. There we go.
Flag limits.
And that's not going to be really helpful, but I already got the time, so that's
Guy behind
good.
has just done a 133.90.
And I saw that he was again like at least 12 or 15 seconds in the lead on Suzuka, so I was like, okay, that's typical for Max. I mean, we're not going to ignore it, of course, but Max is just a beast on the track. On street circuits, however, in this case, Singapore is also like the Achilles heel of Max
Fuel left.
and some others as well.
Sector 1 is 0.38 off the pace.
I'm still P1, so I'm gonna go and pit.
Look out for the pit speed limit.
There we go, some of them already are pitting.
Just 2 minutes left, 2 minutes to go.
You know, I just have to hope that everybody's behind me. Not that they're like starting in the pit lane, so let me just check. Okay, there we go. Here we are, this is me, I think. This is me, this is P1. We got, oh look at that, 1, 2, 3, all of them are over here. Number 5 for me, 6 and 7. Oh, there's another one. That is... Oh, you gotta be kidding me, I got another P5. Forgot about that. Oh well. Lap 7 is the other over here as well. I was actually quite close, 133, 634. So this guy over here, Harry King, got 133,895. That's quite close, so I had to really push there. But it was good. Because I kind of made the mistake that I actually am driving the number 5, and I have another number 5 right over there. Kind of forgot to remove him after I basically stole his number. But anyway, let's go towards fuel. We have in total 35 laps, so I'm gonna go for 35.6. I'm gonna go even, so 75 liters. Tires, I'm not gonna go and do anything about this. I could lower the pressure on the rear tires and increase the pressure on the left tires or the front tires, but I'm not gonna go and do that because it's not a Formula car. So this is ordinary GT, so I don't think that actually does anything. Alignment, this and that. I never do anything with this. Because I like to make it as stock as possible. Yeah, this is all right. 35 liters. I'm not gonna go for that, by the way. It's only 36 or 35 laps. Because I always want to make sure that that's kind of like stock as possible, so I don't propose like a OP challenge or whatever to the AI. I mean, I had a little bit of trouble with the racing lines. That's why, for example, one of the AIs managed to basically finish first in the qualifying, which is the Harry King dude right over there with 133,895. Increase, okay, so timing. All of them did a pretty good bang up job. We wanted the 6.559 for all the way for P28. Yeah. Could be possible that I put as aggression. I mean, this difficulty, the default is 100%, but I guess I put the second option that you can basically put into the AI. I put it, I think, on 98%. So his driving line may not be like, you know, perfect, but that's okay.
35 laps. Okay, Tom, be ready.
There we go. Alright, let's start it up.
Go, nail it.
Got the correct racing line there.
Good start.
I don't know why the AI just, you know, brakes a lot over there. Don't really know. And that guy was like right behind me. I do have to say, I do enjoy driving with the Porsche Cup cars. For some reason I get better racing lines with these cars than with GT3s. At least on certain tracks, of course. Hope I'm not slowing down too much here. You see that the time is increasing, or between distance between me and the other opponents. Seconds. I'll make that 4 seconds.
That lap time was 1:35.13.
And today is Sunday. I will be staying at home for tomorrow and Tuesday as well. So in those days I'll also be streaming. Don't know which games. Maybe Euro Truck. I mean, I got a video coming up soon of Euro Truck again, which I did yesterday. Nice little recording, chill drive moment with a DAF XF530. Instead of with a Mercedes, I decided, you know what, I'm gonna go for the DAF this time. Because why not? I do enjoy driving with it. That's why the curb is so horrible. And I can feel it. The driving around with certain cars or trucks in Euro Truck, of course, like the Mercedes or the Scania. But everybody is driving around the Scania or with a Volvo. I want to be a bit more diverse in all the trucks that I drive. So DAF, Mercedes-Benz, Actros, maybe Iveco if they have like a sound mod that I can use. But otherwise, no.
That's the fastest lap of the race.
But then I'm already 5 seconds in the lead. 7 seconds actually.
The gap to King behind is increasing. It's now 5.8.
I mean, the AI isn't 100%. But I got multiple Porsche Cup cars, so I could try it out with a different car. I feel a bit dusty here.
Leading.
I mean, I know I'm leading. I'm like Max Verstappen being in the lead for 20 seconds. I do not actually know who won the Porsche Cup at Red Bull Ring. I mean, I did it yesterday. I could watch it a little bit of live footage, but it wasn't much to be seen. I just wanted to see, like, okay, how many cars were there, how many laps. So I basically took a guess and just said, you know what, maybe there are around 35 laps, maybe, of the Red Bull Ring.
That's the fastest lap.
Stayed in a little bit late there. But I did manage to find out like how many cars there were. 28 in total. Porsche 911 GT3 competition. So my first instinct went immediately towards the Darchi from Earth, so the Earth Darchi 992 or 991 GT3, but luckily I got an actual cup car from Gorilla Mods, who created this beauty a couple of years ago, maybe 2 years ago or so, and it is great. I would say it's pretty accurate wise when it comes to interior, and maybe there are people out there that can, you know, create their own little mod is absolutely awesome. But I cannot actually find any other Porsche mod for the 2023 Cup cars. So I'm basically stuck with a 2022 version of the Cup car. Not that that matters, of course, because I did the spa with it and the sounds are accurate, the car is accurate, maybe engine power as well, even though I don't know for sure.
We're currently setting the pace. You've just done a 134.79. Your times are good in all 3 sectors.
There we go. All of a sudden, when I'm in the actual race, the timing in all sectors are basically good.
The gap to King behind is increasing. It's now 8.2 seconds.
That's too shabby. I wonder, is there already somebody in the pit lane? Couldn't see it.
Okay, Tom. Lap times are pretty consistent.
There we go, good exit. Indeed, somebody was in the pit lane. Probably got pit maneuvered or so. Had to basically go back to the pit. Alright, let me see the timing.
The gap to King behind is now
134.
9.3. All 3 sectors are pretty quick.
Blinkers are on, so he had an accident. He didn't turn them off.
Left side. Hold your line. Clear left. Car left. Still there. Hold your line. Clear left.
Pass. Hey, nu tar det så nu är man. And guess what? The transparent overlay, it works. So I can actually read the chat now while I'm racing. But I'm doing good. How are you today, sir?
Car left. Still there.
Yeah, it's very nice indeed.
Still there. Clear left.
It's still something getting used to though, because I had to play a lot with the resolution or with the whole screen basically, so it was kind of annoying, but I managed to basically work it out by going, of course, first into practice mode, see like how wide do I have to make it, and if I can make the chat a little bit bigger maybe. But everything worked out well, so I can, you know, see the chat is like on the top right for me right now. So in other words, thank you very much for your help, like what you did like last time by giving the links and all that. I didn't actually ask the streamers for help. I actually just found a YouTube video on like how to actually work the whole transparent overlay. Some cases said to as experience with Corsair. I mean, experience is absolutely amazing.
You're in the lead.
But how are you doing, goes past? A little bit of distraction there.
Okay, Tom, going out of track limits. Keep it between the lines.
Sorry. I shall keep it between the lines. Are you able to change view? Yes, I am. With the F keys, so F1, F2 and stuff, I can actually change it, but I prefer the... I'm able to change... What? Oh wait, no, never mind, that its chat is disappearing. I could try it like this, but I never raced like this. I used to do this.
King is gaining on you. The gap is now 7.5 seconds.
It changed the racing lights like a lot. Let me go back over here. There we go. Not a good driver view. Okay. But you just bought the game, so I guess it's... have you played Assetto Corsa Competizione? I'm still P1, so it doesn't matter. But it cost me a little bit of time. But I'm still in the red, so it's like 135 right now, 807. So it's not too bad. Oh, F1. So F1 2023, I guess. But it's not of a rig for it. Just a question. How old is your daughter? Like, if you can't gonna put like a whole rig for her. I mean, I'm imagining myself just a 5-year-old girl sitting behind a same rig with a super huge amount of force feedback and all that, you know. Aha. Oh, 15. Oh, 15. Okay. Yeah, so like a 5-year-old girl sitting behind a racing rig. And I imagine myself. I mean, I saw that so many times, like a tiny kid racing behind the same rig with force feedback set to 0 and all that. It's always fun to look at that. That's quite nice though. Wish I had a setup, but I live in a tiny apartment, so I don't have the space for it. Got money enough, but it's yeah, it's mainly the space. But so this is a chair, steering wheel, and the game. Yeah, there we go. But are you gonna buy like the full game, so all DLCs combined, or is it just well, DLCs you're gonna add it later? So base game only. Yeah, there we go. I mean, depends of course if you're going to be like playing online as well, you know, in Assetto Corsa. Because if you are going to be playing online, you do need like DLCs as far as I know, if you are going on certain servers. That's how long she will join. I mean, you got the whole sim rig, right? So I think she would definitely enjoy it, but then again, I also think that you're going to be playing a lot on it yourself. So it's basically like a family gift, you know, for everybody. Yeah, indeed, the trials is for mods as well. That's, I think, the only side I would say, okay, that's a little bit negative, because you need the mods, or you need DLC to activate like mods and all that. I mean, the mods, the DLCs are great, but you said already that you said we're gonna add the DLC later, so it's not actually such a huge issue. I mean, first she has to get like into the game, see if she can enjoy the game, and of course the Formula games, because he said she was mainly into Formula. You can play it against CPU. Yeah, I mean against bots. CPU power is activated. And they show the DLCs are great. That counts exactly. I mean, the bots are still good though, so like of course you have to put it on 100% difficulty in Formula games or Formula setups, whatever I have. It's almost impossible to defeat Formula AIs, whatever, but 100% difficulty, just like that. Buying DLC separately is actually more expensive than buying the ultimate version of the game. Yeah, that's somewhat near that price range, yes. There's always a cheaper way to get those. Stick with the fourth gear in that corner.
On your left. Hold your line. Still there.
134.
Hold your line. Clear left.
That lap was at 134.35.
On your right. Clear right.
We've been warned about track limits.
That's bad. Overshot a little bit. Only a little bit. Let's see, 15 out of 35.
King is closing in. The gap is now 6.9.
No, no, not closing in. That's not allowed. Try again.
Hold your line. Hold your line. Hold your line. Still there. Still there.
There we
Clear
go.
left.
Whew, okay. I'm back in somewhat of the lead. Seconds behind, so I'm still very far in the lead. Best to prove it. Let's see what the timing says. Out of the line. 134, so still a bit bad. See the driver on the right side. So I'm very far in the lead. So let's say if I change tires, I think it will be really close to the rest. Oh wait. Ah shit, I cannot actually see it.
Gap to King behind is increasing. It's now 10 seconds.
That's good. 10 seconds still there. Somewhat improving. Looks good. It's on 35 laps, so it's I can't actually go for the pit. then I don't need to go towards third gear. Messing around a little bit too much there.
Alright Tom, halfway home, fuel's good.
A little bit of the curve in the inside. It's all about the sector 1 and 2 are good. Now, I will also return back to Spa. I managed to find out that they also did a race recently there. So I'll be driving an LMP car. And I think it was the Michelin 2023 race at Spa. So got the setup already set up for the race. No qualifying, it's just it's now the race.
Seconds.
Hey, thank you so much for the follow there. Appreciate it, man. Oh, no problem. And if you have more questions or so, I'm ready and free. I'm basically ready to ask them or answer them. I'll answer them. There we go. Words. Sometimes a little bit of problems pronouncing words there, but it's okay. Hope you just understand it. So let's try it again. If you have more questions, then I will be answering them.
Consistency.
Here we go.
Keep them coming.
Though my daughter hates Red Bull. How dare she? No, just kidding. But does she hate Red Bull because Red Bull is dominating the field? Because of course many people were like rooting, of course, for Leclerc or mainly Carlos Sainz, who is definitely improving a lot compared to Charles Leclerc. Is one of the drivers. I mean, you have those. Distracted. She's into Hamilton. Oh my god. Oh boy. Everybody has their own taste. I mean, to be honest, I am actually rooting for Dawson, Liam and Piastri. Because I think they're doing really well in Formula at the moment. Especially Piastri. I mean, I saw Piastri in the beginning of the year really doing absolutely horrible. And only during the half of the season, what we have right now, McLaren improved a lot. I mean, just like Ferrari actually, and well, Mercedes kind of improved, but I'm Schumacher. Well, I lived during the time of Schumacher. He is, of course, a great driver. His son, on the other hand, Nick Schumacher, he could have been great, maybe if he got more time. But
The gap to King behind is now 12 seconds.
But there are definitely a lot of drivers out there that I would say, oh yeah, those are definitely the best and fun looking at. But I'm currently just hoping for Max Verstappen to win the second time, the World Grand Prix, whatever, that you can take home with it. Schumacher and Vika. I actually think I saw that on a YouTube video about like the greatest battles on Formula 1. It's crazy sometimes how they drive, but back in the day there was more competition, I would say. I mean, what we have right now are just OP cars and, well, less crashes, even though the crashes seem to be happening quite more often. The last 3 races or so, 3 or 4 races. little bit over the curve there. Let's see how far I'm in the... okay, there we go. That's 20 seconds. That's good. But no accidents at Suzuka this time. This is fine. Well, actually, I saw like 2 incidents. I mean, Perez basically bumped, what is it? I think it was AlphaTauri car off the track. It was not Perez's greatest race, but he can add that to another list. Ooh, a bit of smoky. Sickest curse to have always accidents during this run. I mean, yeah. But I tried Suzuka, and it's actually not too horrible. But you just have to, you know, don't miss the braking points and all that. And you just have to make sure you know what you're doing on the track, you know, when to overtake and all that. Because Perez, you know, he tried to overtake in one of the tightest turns possible.
Sector 3 is 0.37 off the pace.
And he saw that he was not able to overtake him. Why there's so much smoke? I mean, I'm not even finished yet. There's already like orange smoke everywhere. Like, I think I could try Suzuka a little bit. I mean, I'm really terrible Formula driver, but I kind of like some tracks, like Spa, of course, because Spa is easy to do, a lot of speed. But Suzuka, it's... I mean, there are places, definitely, that are really into the whole speed run and all that. But they were like...
King behind is increasing. It's now 12 seconds.
Okay, that's good. There were like a few tracks that I'm a fan of. One of them is actually Baku, or Azerbaijan Baku. Because Baku is, well, a street circuit and actually quite easy to get it right. I actually loved driving on there. But in Forza and Assetto, which is more realistic? Well, some people would say Forza, but Assetto Corsa is an actual sim game, and Forza, yeah, it's Forza. I mean, there are cars in Forza games that are just not realistic at all, that are just plainly for the concept of it. I mean, I remember I think that was Forza Motorsports 5 or Forza Motorsports 6, I think. Where they have these tournaments sometimes, and they just race around with this incredible looking like Formula car that has ridiculous downforce and all that, not realistic. But there are definitely people that will say, okay, Forza Motorsport is realistic. I mean, they actually made a movie about it. And I would say that if a Forza Motorsport player gets into a car, I think they would say it's kind of the same. But I don't know. I mean, I did try Forza Motorsport for a little bit, but I couldn't find myself into the game because I like to play first person and all that. And in Forza Motorsport, people drive in with the camera on the hood of the car. So a terrible FOV. So I can't actually give my opinion other than that I think the game's absolute garbage because I suck at it. Yeah, I think third person. Let us say they drive right over here. This is the main POV for the Forza players. And you won't actually see them first person mode. when I watch gameplays of it. Nah, I can't take the heater. But as far as the Forza player can say, it is the easiest FOV for Forza Motorsport. And to get those racing lines correct. I could ever drive with that view. I mean, for me it depends. Because there are some games like Forza Horizon 5. Great game. Really fun to play, arcadey like and all that. Great cars. Great abilities to create like the perfect screenshots and all that. But when it comes to racing lines, you have to see what you're doing, and first person is not going to help in games like that. So I'm like, you know, I'm sticking with Assetto Corsa, because Assetto Corsa is actually made to be a simulation game. Far more realistic, but Assetto Corsa Competizione
Okay, Tom, we're matching race
is
pace.
even far better. So if you're like, let's say, actually looking for actual sim game that is realistic, then it is Assetto Corsa Competizione. But that game is mainly focused on GT3, or only focused on GT3 or GTE races. What's the pole position on this race? I'm still P1.
The gap to King behind is increasing. It's now 16 seconds.
Like King is right now 10 seconds behind me, so I am basically like Max Verstappen in the Assetto Corsa in GT cars if I play against AI. We have 20 seconds, whatever, in the lead. I mean, it's all about qualifying, of course. Hold on a second. What's the time on top of your camera view? Wait, what? I mean the little thing with 26 on it. That's the amount of laps. So right now I'm currently on lap 26 on the 35 lap basically race. So that's about it.
Fastest lap in sector 1 is 0.36 off the pace.
But I also got the crew chief to help me a little bit. Because with the crew chief, by the way, I think that's actually something I would say is recommended to have. Like, get crew chief. That is a free program to use. And with crew chief, it actually supports multiple games. Like a lot of games, actually. Related to sim driving, so including Formula F1 2023, 22, 21, 20, grid games, Assetto Corsa, Automobilista, and a couple others. So I would say get Crew Chief as well if you are making that racing sim setup. To basically help a little bit with the notifications in game. It's easy to install, but it's an absolute wonderful thing to have, because they also give you like advice, okay, or not actually advice, but more like information about tire pressure, tire heat. So if you have cold tires, they will say it, or how much fuel you have left. And I think you can also communicate with the crew chief, basically, like simple things like how many laps and this and that, or something else. I'm not trying it out, but it is an option you can actually put in there, so you can actually, you know, talk with the whole crew, basically. So it's kind of odd, but it is definitely useful.
New fastest lap for Bias, 134.00.
Now in Assetto Corsa Competizione, it's already like built into the game, so the whole crew chief idea is already in there. So if you go from Assetto Corsa to Assetto Corsa Competizione, it's Definitely something I would say quite a switch to make. But the crew chief idea is already in there. Somebody got. Oh, I will. I mean, it will give you like the best experience ever, you know. So. Let's see. 20 seconds. I'm still doing good. And I can basically chill around a little bit now. Hey, there we go, there's an opponent.
The gap to King behind is increasing.
133, that's good, that's better.
Seconds. That's the fastest lap. That lap was a 1:33.61.
And what kind of stuff are you gonna buy anyway? Like, what kind of wheel setup are you gonna buy? Like Trustmaster, Logitech, or are you gonna go for the more expensive hardware like Fanatec? That's Christmas budget. I mean, most people will go for like a Logitech, but I always do like research before I'm gonna do anything else, because I do want to make sure that the wheel has a rotation degree of an ordinary car, so 1080 has a good amount of force feedback and can last a long time. Also in the learning phase, and mostly the father will need to learn for, so they're gonna hand it over. Yes, exactly. That's a good one, actually. I'm getting closer to him. Also waiting for a sale. I think there is a sale somewhere. Yeah, wait, hold on a second. There is actually a sale for Fanatec. You can buy a wheel for $300 and they get like a whole set. Of course, they are still shipping in it. It's unfortunate. I mean, it's a heck of a price. I mean, I had to pay way more than that. But if you want to have like advice, I would say the Trustmaster T300 RS is probably the best option, or the T150 for a starter kit. I'm not sure like how much difference is between a euro and a dollar. Anything below the 100, oh boy. Then you have to go for second hand, because if you want to buy a steering wheel setup for less than $100, it's definitely going to be second hand. But you have to make sure that the quality is still, you know, good enough, you know, because you don't want to have a wheel breaking down after a week of racing. I mean, it's all about the quality, but of course you have to make sure you don't overspend it, of course, because maybe you set up, but it's not like you're going to be needing like the most expensive stuff to create like the best experience, whatever, or that you want to pretend like, okay, I'm a professional sim driver because of the best setup ever, you know. But that's my opinion, of course, because many people even say it as well, like, hey, don't overpay, don't overprice your whole setup if you're gonna go for sim racing, because you don't need like a $2,000 setup or whatever, you know, to have the greatest experience, because you can, of course, do step by step and upgrade it like that. I mean, I have the Fanatec DD. I went from the T300, the Trustmaster series, to Fanatec. It was a bit overpriced, I would say, because it wasn't on sale yet. But all in all, it was a great buy for me. The Logitech bundles. Logitech is pretty decent. And maybe I can also find a site where you can find like all kinds of modifications for the wheels. I mean, they're easy to install. To be honest, like this unscrewing the wheel from its base and just added a new wheel on top of it. It's like an add-on basically, so you can basically get like a GT3 style wheel design or GT2. But you know what, I will just link you whatever I can find. Including of course a crew chief. No problem, man. But I actually still have like a couple of steering wheel add-ins for the T300 RS that I'm not using anymore because I switched over to Fanatec. But they are great. Asia Pacific. Oh, wait. Oh, okay. So you're not like in the Asia Pacific. That's right over there. So Asia Pacific. So that's Japan, Hawaii, and all that, I think. But they ship over to you as well, so it will just take a while. Oh, Manila, Philippines. Oh. Yeah, they ship to everywhere, you know, basically. So, yeah, I mean, it will take a while. It's across the world. So, I'm in the Netherlands, you're in the Philippines. So, yeah, that will definitely take a while. I mean, I think it's a Swedish company that does it. I'm just chilling right now. I mean, so far in the lead. I mean, I'm not sure, like, this Ace Lift Designs and 3D Wrap, those are the two companies that I used for the add-ons for my steering wheel, for the Thrustmaster. I mean, they're great, by the way, in terms of details. Yeah, I can just, you know, sit behind him for a while, just chill a little bit. I mean, I'm more than 20 seconds in the lead. There we go. And there we go, fuel is almost empty. Still got enough fuel for the final runs. And there we go, there's the rest.
Still there. Hold your line. Hold your line. Still there. Hold your line. Hold your line. Still there. Hold your line. Hold your line. Still there. Still there.
Oh, that's an option you can put in. I mean, I could go for the pit, but I put in around 37 laps worth of fuel.
Hold your line. Clear left.
Sector 1 is 0.7 off the pace.
So if I finish, I will still have like at least 2 laps worth of fuel remaining, so I can basically go into the pit after that. But then again, you basically get transported into the pit once you cross over the finish line, so I don't have to worry about that. So let's see what I get.
Come on, Tom.
Yeah,
One more lap.
135.
Keep it together. We'll win this. That lap was at 135.60.
I'm sending it. To be honest, it is not really that hard to play against AI. And that's another thing, by the way. You're gonna start off with, of course, Assetto Corsa. Content Manager is one of the must-haves in Assetto Corsa. It's far better to drive with Content Manager, yes, and with the regular game. Easier, for example, to make setups and save them as well. And I will show you after the race, though. It's going to be over soon. Let's just hope the game doesn't crash on me. Okay, possibly the game will crash, so I'll just have to wait for the game to finish. There we go. Yeah! Yeah! I'm in the speed one.
Fantastic drive.